Oh, Ryan, Neil. As I watched the replay of a special wrestling event that happened last night. So happy he didn't win. So very happy. We'll get near the main event, that's what I'm watching. Naomi fell asleep earlier, so she didn't see a lot of this. But, said I was going to make one, I'm going to make one. Seems like that's all I'm doing lately is contest videos. At the end, I will have an update. In fact, no, let me do that now, and then I'll get into the video. Here's who I have for my contest video that's up that is over now. If you do not hear your name, if you do not hear me say your username, and you have your video up, somehow contact me. Do it in the original video, and that'll pop on the notification or whatever. So I'll go through now. Dystemic, Purple GT, Jags Faithful 84, Gathman 0220, Hudson Fan 15, Yo, show your hits, The Dunbear Lair, Thundering 24, Stiddy Boy 4191, Eastern CT Sports Cards, and Ghost of Zepho. If you do not hear your name and you made a video, comment and throw in the link to the video. Because I've got, like, on my page or my channel, I've got a listing of a playlist of other videos, just so I could remember, because I'm terrible at the remembering situation. So, what the hell was I in before this? Oh, slips. So, Taker, Bray Wyatt anywhere right now. Now, that drawing will be tomorrow. I'm just going to give myself a break because yesterday in WrestleMania wore me out. I've got to refresh myself with nourishment, steak and scalloped potatoes. Some people are going to poo because they don't. Steak is great, but Heinz 57 makes steak better. It's RBICru7's Trade Night 20 pre-national in conjunction with Darren, oh my god, Joey Styles of Sports Card Direct. Pimp your own shop, your dream shop, hobby shop, whatever it is. And it's a contest for that, or a response, I should say. They want you to be sub to RBICru7. If you're not, find the delete button on your account and say goodbye to YouTube. Be sub to Mr. Darren Joey Styles from Sports Card Direct. Sign up for a free buyer's account at sportscarddirect.com. Free buyer's account, unlike Phoebe. Which reminds me of a card that's rolling off, I think, pretty soon. Yeah, another 18 minutes. Tits. Plug Trade Night 20, which is not this upcoming weekend, which is like the 4th, 5th, it's the next weekend, the 10th and 11th and 12th. The 12th, there's a showdown in St. Louis somewhere. Look at Ryan's video, he just plopped one up. But there's a show too, I think this upcoming weekend, Easter weekend, down there Saturday. Some cat he knows from back in the day that first time in 5 years at this place that they're getting the show going, free admission. The next show is July 25th. I know that because that's somebody's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So That was easy to remember. And one in November sometime, maybe the week before Thanksgiving, 2 weeks before. Anywho, Trading at 20's coming up, pre-national. For the people who aren't going to be able to get to national, because again, summertime for a lot of us is the hammer time for work. So I mean, spring, winter, always depending on the weather, that's when you can get out and do stuff. So that's perfect now if you can get down there. They're going to be rocking and rolling. A lot of people supposed to be showing up. I know BB Express, Josh is going down, I think with, I don't know if he's going with Darren and Little BB, and I don't know who else, but that weekend. We're going to see Frozen on Ice. Somebody doesn't know about it. So, Josh won't be down there, so I'll be stopping the 3-star, and I don't know if anybody will be even there. Knowing that I'm coming down, it's probably nobody will be there, because I gotta get supplies for some not new ventures, I'd say, but make sure to wipe your butt.
Okay.
You don't want to get your panties full of skid marks.
Okay.
Of course, I lose my train of thought. Oh, not a new venture per se, but cause it's always something I dabble in. I always pick up one or two here, and if there's a trade, the best part was on the social media Raz groups. These people have like the insert lots or the little auctions going, and I pick up a lot. I missed one for a huge Vizkel guy. It was a Fleer Brilliance 98, 24 karat gold number 24. I thought my bid would have won, but it didn't. And this was back in August, I think, because I'm not on social media anymore. At least the one that's the most popular. I'm on Twitter. I don't do much there, though. I don't care about it. Anyway, I don't even know what time we're at this video. It's on a cell phone. I'm taping on the camera. Christ, camera battery could be dead now, and I don't even know that. But I need to go get some supplies, some hard cases for I see the box breaks for the late 90s, early 2000s. Jay Spartan, Boston Bronco fan, vintage, all Boston, some old wax. I love it. I absolutely do. I love singles because they're my friends. Just like when you go to a strip club, singles are your friends. So, keep that in mind, because this next week, I've got that stack I've showed in the previous videos of I've got. That's probably doubled. So at some point that's going to get shown, because the next stack is probably going to be, I've got, of one player alone, I think I've got about 110 cards coming in. 115 cards, and I mean, it's, if it's not a Hall of Famer, I don't know what is the definition of a Hall of Famer. One hint, and one hint only. He's the grandson of the Dodgers, or one of the Dodgers' greatest managers of all time. The one that probably everybody knows that's in my age bracket, if you will. So that's your one, a 62nd round pick. There's two hints, I slipped. Anyway, Ryan, get to your Neil, Darren, everyone, Tyson. Get to the contest. Shop name, I'd have, if I did it up here, I'd have to do something like the BWCA or Northwoods Collectibles or something. As terrible as it be, I have to do something that incorporates the outdoors, the BWCA, what we got going on up here, because that always is one thing that people step into, or something I do in that line. The shop, I'd like to have comics. The gaming stuff, as tempting as it would be, I just don't want people playing there all the time and fucking slothing around. And no offense to those folks, because I know not everyone's like that, but again, when you're playing those type of strategy role-playing games, that's what you do. I mean, there's a shop down in Virginia that was a comic shop and had the table set up for the Dungeons, Dragons, and Magic and all that shit. And that's all, I mean, they were just sitting there and they're zoned out and they're so enthralled and just entranced in these games that I don't know if I'd want that. It's business, that's great, but at the same time, these people have, well, fuck, it's 9 o'clock, we're closing up shop. You don't know what kind of mindset they're in or mood they're in, because again, it's your Dreamweaver beat my Dragon Warrior or something, and I don't know, however that works. So I won't want that. Maybe one night a week, maybe you could come in and do that, but if you don't adhere to the rules, you're banned. Simple as that. That might be some kind of a caveat there. But I want my comics, figures, such as these, because again, it's what I'm into. It's what I enjoy. Either the old ones being loose or anything being broken open or sealed or loose, I should say. Love you, noodles. I think what else I'd want there. There'd be a showcase or a display case for each sport. You'd have probably one case for the high end, the super high end stuff. Or you'd have a case for the hot stuff. Like Andrew Wiggins right now, I'd probably have stuff for him. For football, you obviously have Mariota and Jameis Winston. Baseball, Chris Bryant, if you can get your hands on it. Jose Altuve, my boy. Josh Johnson would be in the cold basket. Obviously some Seth Rollins stuff, Brock Lesnar stuff, Roman Reigns stuff, Ronda Rousey stuff. I'd probably have an MMA/WWE/racing case, display case. All the comic issues, if I had a number of them, would be cataloged extensively by what's a run it is, or what. Again, my comic team isn't here to give me the exact lingo on it, but if it's like the Punisher, whatever, Max series, instead of whatever, the Punisher, A New Beginning, or whatever it would be, they would all be separated sequentially in order. If there's any variants that were left, those would be on sort of, I'd have a magazine style case where Tom Brady jumped off a cliff, who cares? It's like 30 feet in the air. That's nothing. Like a magazine style case with all of the big issues for that. That's where I'd probably put all my Beckett's. I'd have a few copies up. I'd have one copy as a customer tool. I'd try to get in some of like the football draft previews, the baseball previews, a couple fantasy baseball previews, more so the fantasy football since people seem to buy those. Just all the preview magazines where you sit there and you're like, okay, now I got something tangible to read during the season. Hey, Josh Johnson got traded. He's out for the year. He blew out his arm. Josh Johnson out for the year. I can put that in the book. I can keep the schedule if I want to keep schedule. just transactional. I'm like that. I'm very anal about that stuff. Um, what else? I'd want to have a collector's sort of corner. Maybe after, again, this one, I don't even know. This wouldn't be necessary. It wouldn't be about, oh wow, you have to spend X amount and then you get that collector's corner, or you get, it'd be something, hey, you come in, you spend any amount of money. If you're from here, from the area, and you have a collection. If, let's say, hey, I got a couple shoe boxes full of nice cards. I'd like to sell them. I don't want to. I'm not comfortable to anything in the internet. It doesn't matter. eBay, Sports Card Direct, forums. Check out my cards. It's just I'm not comfortable with that, and I'll say I'd rather sell them, throw a price on there when I'm comfortable. I'll give you the bottom line price. If you can sell them in the store, hey, that's great. If not, you tried. And I'll just keep whatever I got. I'd like to have something like that, where people that aren't, because there's people out there that still don't want to go on the net. They just, I don't know if it's a vulnerability thing. You have all the security issues, even again with PayPal guaranteeing stuff. I'd like to have just like a collector's, like the showcases you bring to a show, like half or 3/4 of this table with the glass case that have that, maybe have a printout of the guy, gal, whoever it is, little bio on them. I watch this, I play this, or I played that. Not too much personal info, because I know, again, if you're not on the internet, you don't want to get personal info, and just generality of people in public too, where you get, like, this is who I collect, maybe the times you usually stop by the shop, just maybe if you want to hook up for a trade thing, which will segue into my next deal. And just try to get people, again, as you guys all know, and gals, I'm huge about communication, and just trying to, instead of being on the surface and glossing over things, and hey, Ryan collects Cardinals, Ryan, talk to me about Cardinals. No, I'm sitting there, I'm the Undertaker, it's a casket match, I'm digging and I'm digging and I'm digging, so that casket will go in the ground, because I want to know as much as you're going to tell me about you. And even then, I'll still probably, I won't pry, I won't press, but I just, the more you know about people, as evident by my latest contest, or my contest that just ended, I like depth, I like knowing what people, what makes them tick, all that stuff. Anyway. But yeah, just have like a sheet with that, and then I'd have probably a trade night. I don't know. I'd have to see how it went. I mean, if like the first one was a blast, the second one was so, and if you spaced it out every couple of weeks, or maybe every Saturday night. Let's say you close at 7, so from 7 to 10, you get people in there just trading, have a game on, maybe just people BSing, because again, I find myself talking to, if there's videos on, good example, and again, this will be a 40-minute video, I'm sure, is watched a dude that I've subbed to on YouTube. He's out at WrestleCon this weekend. He's at WrestleMania. So I'm sitting there watching his highlight video per se. A lot of clips in there, people who he saw, and I'm like, I'm marking out like a 10-year-old. But I'm talking to the video the whole time because nobody else wants to listen around. I mean, Teresa doesn't give a shit. So it's not about anything she cares about at all. But then she's like, oh, I want to go out there and see that. I'm like, no, you don't, because I'm going to spend 10 hours, however long it's open, trying to get autographs. I will sit in line. I want to talk to these people. It's not shopping at Herberger's or Macy's or Reese's or wherever. It's or Gap Kids or whatever it is. It's my passion. It'd be a callous thing. It sounds callous, but it's like if I'm going to something that I love, i.e. Nationals, i.e. WrestleMania, like the Access to which they had, I'm gonna be so in tune to that it sounds terrible, but whatever your concern is, or I'm tired, I've been standing. Too bad. You didn't have to go. It was something I'm beyond excited for, and now you're trying to take the thunder away. Rolling back into my original point before I get on a long tangent that has nothing to do with this contest, which I've been known to do before. That just have even just like a BS session. If you get like 6-8 guys there and that's all. Have a game on, maybe a couple TVs, a couple games, whatever it is. I don't know how it would be set up with that sort of thing. Just have like a BS session so guys, gals, whoever is gonna sit there and talk sports, talk whatever, just talk, communicate. No fucking texting, no Twitter and Facebook. I see you, you see me, we are talking face to face or in a group. That, better jump in bed with 12 seconds left. That's what's missing with a lot of these dealers. They're just all crotchety, cranky, and all the hobbies, horse shit, and who are you looking? The one thing, who are you looking for? That's the first thing you hear. Just don't worry. If you're not sitting there, don't worry what the dog does. That I understand you want to make $1, obviously, but when you alienate your customers and the people you're trying to get that dollar from, I've had dealers at shows that I just won't buy anything from because they're absolute dicks. Because I like to look at a case. I'm sitting there and looking. I don't need to have the used car salesman fucking act. I don't need to have, as soon as okay, I'm walking, stop, look. Hey, what are you looking for? Let me look first. If I'm seeing vintage stuff, not Chris, not Mr. Sichtifer, but like vintage cards, I'm seeing Walter Payton rookies, Mantle 60 tops, Wilt Chamberlain stuff, Bob Gibson, Koufax, whatever. If I'm seeing that stuff in your case, unless the prices are ridiculous, that's something I'm not. I like it, I want to get into it, but my focus is the top of a funnel, and at some point that my focus has to be the bottom of the funnel. I don't need to widen it out anymore. It's just let the people look. If you're gonna ask them something, just be like, how's it going? You having any success today? If you're at a show, or if you see them wearing a shirt, maybe it's Green Bay Packers, but man, I can't believe the Packers lost to Seattle. That's unreal how they lost. Bring something up. Don't. When you go straight in for that kill of just the sale, I want the sale, and most people are quick enough to figure that out. They think, okay, this guy just wants money. He doesn't care one lick about me. So why in turn should I care one lick about him, what he's selling, what he's peddling to me, what he's displaying? Why should I have any investment in you when you just want that money from me? So that's what, again, the dealer as I would be. I mean, I'm going to try to conversate. I'll probably talk your ear off, as anybody who's watched my videos knows I can pretty much talk until the video shuts off. But I mean, and Tom mentioned it, Hudson fan 15, that the connection, you have to have a tangible connection where you can't, because word will get out if you're a smarmy, just douche nozzle of a dealer, and where people are, man, that guy's a dick. All he wants to know, well, what do you want to trade for? If you're gonna be a forum guy where you're putting up 90s inserts of Bonds, Piazza, Griffey, Big Hurt, Scotty Rowland, whatever, you're putting those up for trade, and they're not the creme de la creme of the inserts. I mean, these are like a 1 in 8 pull. Your wants are Chris Bryant, Tom Brady rookies, vintage / Hall of Fame autos, on card only, or patches numbered to 10 or less. Think about it. You want to trade a $6 to $10 card, if that, for Tom Brady rookie. What Tom Brady rookie books at that 6 for 10? Seriously, I mean, there's got to be give and take. There's got to be a willingness to go outside your comfort zone if you're going to try to make a deal. Say, well, okay, I'll look at what you've got, instead of being the dealer and somebody's saying, well, what are you looking for? And that's what you're looking for. Just be like, well, you want to make a trade, or if you got stuff, let me look through it. We'll make something happen. Give some positive back and forth instead of just saying, here's my line in the sand, I'm not going to cross it. I don't know where that works. I mean, look at our fucking goddamn, I can't even think of it. Politics. Our stupid politicians. Nobody wants to give leeway. It's all, this is it or nothing. Look where that's leading our fun country. Enough of that. But it's if you have the dealer who's, again, vocal in the positive sense, maybe you got some kids that you know that are their parents, maybe you know if they're locals, they're struggling. I'm not saying constantly give them free stuff. If you got base, your regular base, somebody rips through a box of Bowman Chrome, or tops, let's say they rip through tops, they want the SPs, maybe the inserts, the hit. And that's it. The numbered stuff too, whatever. And they have the stack base, whatever, do whatever you want with them. Put like 10 or 15 base in a team bag. Again, if they're coming to you for free from somebody who didn't want them, maybe you somehow, again, I'm all over the place, Ryan, I apologize. Do in conjunction with maybe somebody throughout the community you know. Maybe these kids like sports. They like basketball, they like baseball, they like hockey, football, whatever, soccer. Whatever it is, if you know these kids don't have a means, their parents don't have a means to get these cards, maybe, and they like they like sports, even they know LeBron or Sam Bradford or Dennis Northcutt. They know all these superstars and legends, but there's no real connection. They know them. They might see them on TV once in a while if they've got TV. And they might read them in a paper, which God knows nobody does that anymore. Over there. I told you to stop blowing bubbles because that's all that happens. It's over there by your picture. But take those team bags full 15, 20 cards, whatever it is. If you buy a jumbo, what is it, Topps jumbo box is what, 50 cards a pack? So let's say you get 10 cards a pack that you're keeping. So you're still at 40 cards, you're still at 320. Let's say you want to keep Trout, Jeter, whatever. Let's say you're 320, let's say you have 70 out of that. You're at 250. If you put 25 cards in a team bag, or how many ever fit in there, whatever the nice number is, right there you've got 10 free little team bags. If you want to put 20, you can have, what, 12, 14, whatever. My math right now not good, but whatever it is there. And these kids, and again, if they've left a star, maybe put a star in there that maybe they relate to, or they know, or maybe a hometown or a home state person. But as a dealer, see, pick it up and you're done. You're done. Keep on dropping that, and no, don't put on your table over there. Keep on dropping and spilling bubbles everywhere. I told you before, it's outside only. Play with your monster trucks. You've got 10 of them. As a dealer, you need to try to, not only as a dealer, but as a man or a woman, be positive influence in these kids' life. Try to get everybody, I'm not going to say on the same page because you never can do that. It's impossible. Use whatever knowledge you've got in a positive sense and say, don't say, well, this is the way to do it. Say, this is how I win with cards. I've got a shop now. I mean, that's awesome. It worked for me. Tell them, you can do it this way, that's fine. But whatever way you feel comfortable, just make sure you're always positive. And you will be successful in the hobby, because the negativity that just envelops this hobby is unreal. I know I've been a crotchety crank several times. I mean, that's sort of my MO with all redemptions. Unfortunately, it's part of the process now. I don't like it. Nobody likes it, but there isn't enough people that are saying, screw it, I'm not buying this product. The only example I can really give is the tribute that just came out. The Topps tribute, where they pulled the shit because it's garbage. It's all streaky. And Topps quality control is absolutely a joke, a fucking unmitigated joke. Because again, if something's going through and you look at that, it's streaky, whatever, money. No. That's where the negativity comes in, and that's where people get dissuaded from the hobby, and that's where people say, enough. I'm not going to the brick and mortar store. I might go on a Blow, to Beckett, Dave and Adam's Card World, somewhere, and say, okay, I'll buy stuff there. But even then, it's like, well, I might get a redemption. eBay, the only thing that you're protected, you got PayPal. So I mean, that's the good part there. But heading back to whatever point I was on before, which I've been on 15 roundabouts. Well, right now it's your match too. That Roman Reigns character's on. How'd that work out? The dealer has to be positive, has to be willing to interact with people, have patience, because again, you're going to have a lot of people that are stuck 25 years ago. I remember when the Griffey rookie was $120. I remember when it was the Donruss. Don't do that. Just play nice. Oh man, that was like 15. The Greg Jeffries Donruss rated rookie 88 was like a $10 card. The Score rookie traded 88 set was like $160, $120. Grace, Biggio, Robbie Alomar were all big money cards. Glavin was a regular rookie in that set. I remember when Mark McGwire rookies were, the USA rookies were going for like 100, 150, whatever it was, 200. Gem Mint, they were astronomical, $5,000. You gotta be like, okay, you've had the advent of more of the limited cards, obviously now. A lot of the guys are on steroids, so that tarnishes it. From that era, I'm not saying all the guys I mentioned. And it's just, okay, you brought in the Greg Jeffries Topps 89 Future Stars or whatever that was. That's not a $6, $8 card anymore. It's like a 6 to 8 cent card. A lot of them condition sensitive. That's where it'll be tough, and you might lose those people trying to explain to them again, hey, these are overproduced. There's about 6 million of each card from what, 92 Donruss, 91 Donruss, 91 Fleer, just a ton of cards, ton. And they might have stuff from going through the 90s, which is a little nicer, but again, it's going to be on a case-by-case basis. We try to help people, get them sort of into the hobby, and tell them you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to have nice cards or to enjoy the hobby. And to get those people that were in the hobby, get them back in, but you're not saying, here's the hobby, finish it in one bite. You're going to spoon feed them and cut up small pieces to get them, okay, you come to the shop, you're intrigued, you're interested, you're a bit confused. Maybe you send them to YouTube, say, hey, watch a couple video box breaks, Cards Infinity, BB Express, trying to think who else, Chad. Anybody in my inner circle, I guess, of people, Thundering 24, sick for 2024. Steve, Bronco 79, what he did, breaks for his shop that was closing up about, what was that? We're rolling up on 5 years for that, Steve. Just go look at some of these box breaks. GSN cards, look at some of his old box breaks. He disappeared again. Nicky. Look at them, just watch, see what comes out. You probably don't want to watch it a couple times just because, again, it's not base, like all the old stuff you're used to. Just slowly reintroduce them to the hobby. If, they're eager and stuff, maybe you fast track it. But make sure it's going to be, again, case by case. Personable, positive, informative, patient, willing, have a willingness in any regard to deal, to listen. Maybe a customer's pissed. I got shorted a hit. Okay, let's work this out. We're going to get this right. We'll make it right for you. I've got Tracy Hackler's email. Let's get your barcode. I'll take a picture of that. I'll take a picture of the receipt. email it to him, explain the situation, and it's gonna help if you bust at the store. That'll be the only thing that'll be. I'd be hesitant to say, well, if you went home, maybe you got fucking junk hits, and he's pissed off. It's not like they're gonna send you a Kobe patch auto as a missing hit. But if somebody gets skunked at the store, okay, you're getting taken care of immediately. If you're a great customer, immediately. If you're a newbie who just bought a box, brought it home, said, garbage. Missing hit. No, I don't like that. I hate to play the pick and choose, but again, that as a dealer, you have a reputation of your own to uphold. So, again, I don't know if any of this has made any sense, because even in my head, it just doesn't seem to. I don't know. I've been sick lately. I've been sitting on the toilet probably more than sitting on the couch. Yesterday, my stomach sounded like a thunderstorm mixed with a cement mixer. That was the feeling and the sound. So, patience. Write it down. Patience. Positivity. Willingness. And I forgot them. That's the best part. I'd say also being prepared. Know your stuff. Have product. It seems like a pea festival. You don't have to have a penis, but you could have a pussy. I won't get too in depth there because I can go down some backdoor trails with the P word. But I want a clean area. The thing I don't know if I do or I'd have much of would be memorabilia. Let's say if the twins come up here to Minnesota Twins come on their caravan usually, or the Minnesota Wild maybe every couple of years send somebody up in June or July to sign autos. If I know that's coming up, if I hear that, if I can contact or stay in contact with some of the teams, if they got people coming up this way, or they go to Duluth, I'd have some items there just for autographs. I'd have probably, for me, my wall of autos, or pictures. I try to get pictures with anybody I can. Don't play next to the table with food and your blankets. Just pictures of me and people just to say, well, hey, wow. And again, that's getting that conversation going. Be like, man, you had a picture with Ric Flair. Wow, you had a picture with Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Wow, you had one with Booker T. There you are with Burt Blyleven. Just stuff like that where, I mean, people see that and, well, again, this guy must like sports. He must like something. I mean, he's not going to have pictures of himself with these people just to, hopefully not to promote himself or put himself over, but hopefully, or if you catch them just glancing, which one's your favorite up there? Which one's catching your eye? Just something. I always try to keep the store clean. Always try to keep RBICru, Ryan, Neil. Inserts. I bought stuff from you in 2011. I don't remember I remember exactly what I bought. But I'd somehow have, like you have your $1 as a yellow card. $2, I'd probably have one, would be 10 for, it'd be $1 or 12 for $1. $3 or 4 for $5. $5, 5 for 20. Something like that where, I mean, there's always the incentive of somebody getting a couple more and getting a little deal on it, saving a couple bucks, or $1 or whatever it would be. $10 cards. 6 for $50. Something like that. I mean, just always make sure that the customer is getting some sort of deal, and that you're not just going nuts. You're not putting Chris Bryant autos at $45 because you want to get a sale. Have this is one I'm conflicted on. I like them. Have a mystery pack, but when it's, I'd have like the little brown bag. I know I've seen them at the shop I used to go to in Virginia, Minnesota, and in Superior, Wisconsin. The Sports Zone had them in the little brown paper bags. The only thing I'd have is a printout of what is guaranteed inside. Say, oh, I've got 2 autos, 2 jerseys, a patch card numbered to 100 or less, 2 star rookies, make them star, not David Need and Butch Husky, or George Murashon, and then have, I don't know, some numbered card to maybe 50 or less, and put it at a decent price, and then put pictures of some of the chasers. Maybe you have 30 packs, maybe there's 10 chasers. Maybe there's 3 big chasers, maybe there's only 1 big chaser. And then, again, if you got regulars there and they come in, as they've been pulled, maybe have whoever pulled it write their name next to it, or hey, this is Steve's, or this is Jacob's, or this is Tanvir's game used jockstrap of Jason Pierre-Paul. Have flexible hours. Even if that's the tough part. I mean, because again, I hate it at work when people come in right at closing time because they know the hours. Unless you've been out working all day, that's one thing. If Junior just put down his iPad because the battery ran out and I want to go to the card shop, Mommy. Yes, son. Anything you want. I'm a spineless whore. Then I just have a problem with that coming in at the closing time. You know? Even with the money they spend, that's why I don't think I'd ever be a business owner. It's just I get too frustrated. I don't think I'd be good. I'd be good as a employee type person, but as an owner, no. So Ryan, I don't even know where we're at lengthwise. I don't even know again if the camera is running. So I hope I answered all the questions. I'm trying to think what else I'd want. I'd have home team stuff too. Have like a 3,200 count box of Twins or Vikings and Wild, and probably a 6 count box of Timberwolves and Gophers stuff. Here would be a little more hockey. Oh, that's where Lesnar got busted open. Trying to think. Have your collector's corner, your hot player thing. If you're sitting on product for a while, maybe just have, let's say one day you keep it at the price it's at on the, keep everything in a box, and then that's one other thing. Keep everything in the box it comes in, and as much as I love doing it at stores, or don't let people pick their packs out. If they say third one down, back right, okay. Fourth one in the middle, okay. The pack searching, and then if it's a dead box, maybe drop the price. And again, this is for lower end stuff. I mean, you're not gonna, even with like an all-time grades or something like that, if the Jordan or LeBron's hit, you can't. It's such a high dollar product. You can't give away the money, but let people know maybe. That's the thing where you gotta be truthful, because they'll find out. They'll say, well, fuck. Jose over here hit the fucking LeBron auto. We just bought it and we got Kelly Slater autos or game used surfboards or whatever. And we just dropped whatever it is, 300, 400 on that shit. So, I don't know, if you got something that's been sitting a while and new products come out, drop it a bit. If it's $10 a pack there, maybe put it in at 6, 5, whatever, half price for the day. You buy it, whatever, you want to buy them all, have at it. Just to move product. I know I've seen people sit on product for years because they're just too fucking stingy and stubborn. Ryan. Stupid fucking referee. Oh, and I just yelling. I'm like, Jesus. Pretty fucking Christ, do something. And then you don't need to announce. Everybody can figure it out. But, truthfulness, patience, personality, positivity, willingness to deal. Give back to the community if you can in any way. Just share your knowledge. Do what you can. I still haven't thought of a name for this store. Fuck, I don't know. Curb Stomp. Curb Stomp reigns. Curb Stomp reigns out of the WWE. Psst. Look what happens. I tried to... Watch. Who's gonna win the championship? Who's gonna be the new champion? Look at them, they're shocked.
Why are your hair so messy?
Because it's wet. Because he's sweating. Look, he's the new champion.
He has a champion belt.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I don't like Brock Lesnar losing, but he didn't get pinned. Roman Reigns did, which he deserved. So much. Daddy likes him. And the guy he's holding. But the guy that spears him, that guy? Nah.
But the other one...
Boom! See what?
But the other ones are this.
And that's what happens. He wins. See that one? Nick. That one?
Yeah. The other one is... Yeah. Is the other one good?
Yes. Tyler, that one's outstanding. He went to the University of Minnesota. So, Ryan, after all that, try to give you everything. I don't even know where we're at time-wise. That's the 4th time I think I've said that. So, there it is. I hope I gave everything. I think I did. Have plenty of supplies. Either for the comics.
Look, fireworks.
There's many. There's gonna be a ton. See?
Because he's the winner.
Nah, he's a nyak. Say Roman Reigns nyak.
Roman Reigns Nick. I take the card.
So yeah, have supplies. I've had shops that do not have supplies, and it's just infuriating. I want protection. Protect your cards. I mean, if you watch this, congratulations. Thank you for the contest, Ryan, Darren, Neil. Even though our pitchers, Wainwright, I didn't even draft him this year. Just because I'm so nervous about him. I drafted Verlander late. And draft Josh Johnson because he's so. So when we get the picture with sucker. Was that Macho Man? Ooh, yeah.
Where you get that one?
You'll see him.
I know who that guy is.
I've got his figure too. Oh. Oh, anyway, I'm going on for 10 minutes if you don't want to watch this shit now. So, anyway, Ryan, thank you for the contest. Neil, thank you for the contest. Darren, thank you for the contest. I hope you enjoy it. If anybody else watched it,